two go this way.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Michelle Rasmussen from Executive Intelligence Review, Washington. I have a question about both the solution to the financial collapse and relation to Russia. Our editor, the American economist LaRouche, emphasized after the recent European summit that it in no way solved the combination of the unpayable debt and the speculative debt. And at the same time, after the killing of Qaddafi and calls for Syria to be the next venue of intervention, there have been increased tensions with Russia, which could lead to a larger conflict, as in the Balkans previously. So my question is that there has been, it's to any of the heads, the prime ministers, that there has been growing support for reenacting Franklin Roosevelt's Glass Steagall law, which would separate the banks, where the states would not save the speculative debt. And I want to know if you would consider such a Glass Steagall bank separation as the first step to a solution, and that this could also lead to cooperation with Russia to build up the real productive economy.
Right. So when it comes to the political cooperation, especially in questions like Syria and the Middle East, generally speaking, we need Russia there. And there's no other way than to try to find political compromises and political will when talking about political issues. For instance, the issues which we are witnessing in Northern Africa and so on. When it comes to the economic growth, Russia is still an economy which is growing, and it gives especially for the Northern European potential in economic terms. Everybody knows that Russia, in order to get a sustainable economy and economic growth, they need to diversify the economic base. Russia is very natural resource-oriented economy at the moment, and they have said by themselves, it has been said by themselves that they have to diversify the economic basis. So there they need direct foreign investments and the cooperation from especially from the European countries.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted briefly to concentrate on those questions as regards Glass Steagall law and financial markets. I would say this has not been much debate in Europe, because also currently the problems we face in our banking sector are not so much related with kind of emerging investment banks with the retail banks. it's rather, interestingly, it's problems related to certain banks' exposure to sovereign debt, like some Greek bonds and so on, which was behind the problem why EU took a decision to recapitalize its banks and raise capital adequacy ratio to 9% by July 2012. So it's a little bit different set of issues we are dealing with as regards banking sector. Then as regards sovereign debt, with this basically which was controlled default of Greece, also this Greek debt will be brought down to some 120% of GDP, which is just around manageable level of debt. And then it really more depends on whether EU and Eurozone countries can be serious about their fiscal adjustment and actually bring their current budget deficits under control. And if their current budget deficits are under control, then those levels of debt which you also experience in several other Eurozone countries are just about manageable.